Hey guys, Chris here and welcome back to another minifigure video. Today I thought I'd go through the 6 20th anniversary LEGO Star Wars minifigures and let you know which ones they came in and which ones are my favourite. Okay, so let's go from left to right, and starting off we will go with Princess Leia. Looking at these minifigures just off the bat, you can see just how much they've improved through the years. Obviously this is meant to look like the original one, which was actually appearing, I believe, in the set 7190 Millennium Falcon, which as you can see, that was so long ago, the fact that it was only 4 digits. But this one came in the new set for the 20th anniversary, as you can see, because it has the 20 years LEGO Star Wars on her back, in set 75243, the Slave One 20th Anniversary Edition. Now, as you can see, the guns used to be made out of these like speakerphone pieces with like a stud added on, which I think is really, really funny. The legs had no printing on at all back then, obviously, and then the torso is just very, very plain. And I believe the original one had nothing on the back at all, which is why they actually have this kind of 20 years anniversary on it. But pretty cool nonetheless. She's probably my least favourite, mainly due to the fact that she was in the most expensive set, and I already have the actual, it's right there, I already have the UCS Slave one, so I didn't really have a need for another one. Though I have heard that's a really, really good set and was a good value for money, so... But I had to get her separately on Bricklink in order to complete this collection, and she's actually the only one in which I didn't buy the set in which to get. Okay, next let's take a look at the Luke Skywalker one, although he's actually in his X-Wing gear. Okay, so as you can see, the simplicity on this minifigure is so incredible, it's so cool, but it really does get the point across of what they were trying to do back then. I think the orange looks really, really nice with this grey waistband, and he's obviously got the classic lightsaber, which hasn't changed much other than I don't believe they do them in this silver colour anymore. Obviously only has one facial expression, just like all of these in this. I don't think I said that with Princess Leia. And it has this really nice helmet, which does have some nice printing on it. So this guy originally appeared in, I believe, the Snowspeeder and the X-Wing Fighter back in the day, which was set 7130 for the Snowspeeder and 7140 for the X-Wing Fighter. But this one actually appeared in the set Anakin's Pod Racer 20th Anniversary Edition, which was set 75258. So very strange that he actually appeared in that set because he is no relation to that episode at all. Bit of a strange one to include in that set, if you ask me. Especially since they actually did a Snowspeeder updated version for this, which is actually includes a different minifigure down the line. Now, even though this one is one of the earliest minifigures in which they've replicated, again, he's not one of my favourites. Probably joint with Leia because I think the face on this is really, really bad. And actually, if you didn't have the lightsaber, you would not know that this was Luke Skywalker either. It just looks like a pilot. It doesn't have any of the classic Luke Skywalker looks, such as like the Return of the Jedi outfit or the Bespin one. They would have been a lot cooler to have in this collection. Okay, next along the line is obviously the Golden Smuggler himself, Han Solo. So, again, really, really plain, but I do love how they captured this smirk even that far back. It's so cool. He actually has printed legs, and he's the only one in this entire 20th anniversary to actually have printed legs, which is pretty cool. Obviously no side printing or anything, but he does have the look of the holster there. Even though this gun, which is the speaker again, looks absolutely nothing like his gun from the movies. So this guy came in set 75262, the Imperial Dropship, which was the 20th anniversary edition, obviously. But his original set was obviously the Millennium Falcon, which was the same one that Princess Leia came in, which is set 7190. Now, as you can see on the torso of this character, they have the waistcoat, but the yellow printing on black really, really doesn't work well. And I don't know whether they've tried to replicate that with this one, or they just kind of, they still find it very difficult to print yellow onto black torsos. But again, very, very plain indeed. All of these just have the 20 years LEGO Star Wars on the back, and other than that, not much to say really. He's a pretty cool minifigure. I'd say he's probably middle of the line for these. Obviously, he's a very classic character, and he does look like Han Solo, which I think is really, really nice, unlike the Luke Skywalker variant we have here. Okay, next in the list that I have here is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay, so this one is actually one of the weirder ones in the collection. In fact, he didn't come in any of the sets at all. He was actually a promotional gift on LEGO at Christmas time, which is very, very bizarre. But he's a very cool one to have, and obviously completes the collection really nicely. I think his side parting thing is still used to this day, which is quite funny, but he does look like Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's got the robes and everything, and he still has the silver lightsaber hilt as well, which is really, really cool. So this guy came out, I believe, in the set 7110 Landspeeder originally. So that's quite nice, but again, he didn't come in any of the 20th anniversary sets this year. So the only way you could get one of these if you didn't have him as promo would actually be on eBay. Okay, next down the line is Lando Calrissian, one of my favourites. Now, the reason he's one of my favourites is because he's actually a rare minifigure anyway, as in Lando Calrissian himself. He's not in many sets, so it's quite nice to have him as in this variant, and he's obviously insanely expensive, the original, because he was in a very, very expensive set. So, quickly taking a look at him, obviously he has the 20th anniversary behind this cape, but this cape's really, really nice and kind of a thick, I don't know whether this is to replicate the original cape that it was, but it's quite a thick material, quite nice, but it's not the same as the new soft ones. He again has the weird gun microphone thing, and he just has a really cool look. It's the same hairpiece as Obi-Wan Kenobi, but obviously with a brown face, not a yellow face, and he's just got the really nice blue torso. Again, no printed legs at all. So why do I think this is probably my favourite one in the collection, and why do I really, really like this one? Well, it's because the original set that this guy was in was actually the Cloud City set, which was set 10123, and it was an insanely difficult set to collect. All of the minifigures in that set are worth a fortune, with Lando being one of the higher ones as well. So really, really cool to get him in a much, much cheaper set. So this guy came in the Snowspeeder's 20th anniversary edition, which was set 75259, and it was a great little set anyway. I actually really liked that Snowspeeder, so I was kind of glad to pick that up anyway, and to get Lando in it was just an absolute bonus. And then for my second favourite of the bunch is Darth Vader. Now, Darth Vader's my second favourite, even though I have a lot of Darth Vaders. I just really like the kind of how plain this one looks and still looks like Darth Vader. Obviously, it was one of the first ever kind of moulded helmets like this as well, which I just think looks really, really good. And I think even the ones that have come out in recent times, still, I mean, not much better than this one, to be honest. The torso is obviously very, very plain, but it still brings kind of, you know it's Darth Vader. And it's, again, got the silver lightsaber hilt. Okay, so with this Darth Vader character, he was actually quite a common one to get. And in fact, this helmet stayed around for a long, long time until the more controversial helmet came out. So this one's a great one to go back to that nostalgia. But this guy came in so many sets that there's no point listing them all. But he did appear in the Cloud City set, as well as, I believe, the X-Wing and a couple of others. But to get him on the new variant is actually in set 75261, the Clone Skywalker 20th Anniversary Edition, which is a really, really cool set. You also got a Wookiee in that, which I really liked. And that was actually probably one of my favourite sets, and the Pod Racer, actually. So weirdly, the Pod Racer was probably my favourite of the sets, but contained the worst minifigure, or one of the worst minifigures. Okay, so that's it for my review of the Star Wars Lego 20th Anniversary minifigures. Like I said, I've got all of them, and I absolutely love them all. Yes, Luke is my worst one, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I absolutely love these minifigures. And it really makes me sad that they didn't do this for the 40 years of Empire this year. It would have been great to have got maybe all of the ones from Cloud City. That would have been absolutely awesome, but sadly, that's not the case. But let me know down in the comments down below if you have all of these, or if you are missing one, or you wish they'd have done a 40-year anniversary for Empire as well. But other than that, have an absolutely awesome day. If you enjoyed the vid, then if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. And as always, keep bricking it.